this, I'll be on my way with Robert. I don't know where we're going, how long we'll stay. I don't even know if we'll be back. Please don't try to stop us. I never expected it to come to this, but then I suppose none of us got entirely what we wanted, did we? I just hope you know I love you both in spite of what's happened. Don't hate me for running away. I honestly don't know what else to do. Take very special care. Love, Kelly. Well, I gotta tell you, I don't give a damn what has transpired with Robert or about Robert. I'm not going to lose my daughter.
In Brasilia last week, world-renowned, a fool, but good hands. I can prove now beyond a doubt that the supposedly late Richard Atkins did not die in that fire all those years ago. He survived and became you. Yes, that is amusing, isn't it? Well, I know you've had us all running for all this time. What does remain a mystery is whose body was found in the remains of that house. Well, I'm sure that the missing persons file from that period might provide us with some semblance of an answer if you can't bring yourself to talk about it.
Inspector, I have no intention of answering or responding to any of your questions until my attorney is present.
Oh, of course not. How foolish of me to even... I guess you just felt like family there for a second or something. I think you should know, just since we're on the subject of your problems in life, you are going to be charged for your part in the death of Nicky Gonzalez.
Me?
Yeah.
What about Capwell?
Capwell. Well, you know, it's true that the explosives that were used to bomb the Blues office were purchased by a Capwell Oasis contractor, but I dug deeper, and it turns out those same explosives had been stolen from the construction site 2 days before. I found the man who did it, I offered him immunity, and lo and behold, he suddenly remembered he had been working for you. I told him he couldn't come in. That's all right, he can be here. You okay, brother?
Yeah, I'm in great shape. I just thought I'd pop by and... Well, I just thought that you'd appreciate knowing you've got a spare kid running around this world.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about that fire that you set. Remember that, and you disappeared? Well, it just so happens you left my mother pregnant with me.
Your mother told you that your real father was Richard Atkins?
I can't believe you. What, you can deny this? You inconsiderate bastard? Even now, after all this, all you can think about is saving your own neck? My mother has had to live with this mystery, this secret, for all these years. Let me ask you a question, just for my own curiosity. Would it have made any difference had you known I was your kid, or do you think you still would have maybe tried to kill me off?
I had nothing to do with trying to hurt you. I swear to that.
I see. You're just an innocent bystander in all this, right? Cruz, if you don't mind, I would like to speak with my father alone. Now, please, Cruz, I'm not going to do anything, all right? He's not worth it. Please. You're right, I'll say. You know, I should have known. I just should have known that you wouldn't admit to this.
If I were really Richard Atkins, as everybody claims, and you were really my son, that would make you and Tawny brother and sister.
Yeah, that's right. Why do you think my mother had to tell me?
Your mother is a fine, beautiful woman. Richard Atkins must have cared about her very much.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That's why he left her in a burning house with a dead body that she thought was his. That's real good.
People are sometimes forced to do things they wouldn't choose to do, Rick. Life has a way of closing in on you no matter what you try to prepare for.
Yeah, what am I supposed to do? What do you want from me? You want me to feel sorry for you? Is that what you're looking for?
I don't want that from anyone.
Well, then what am I supposed to feel? You tell me! What am I supposed to feel? Because I don't know. I have to look at you, and I have to tell myself, you're my father. I have to tell myself that you're my flesh and blood. So why, Dad, do I feel so hurt? Why do I have all this anger inside of me, huh? I'll tell you why, because something has been taken from me. And it can't be replaced. I just found out the man that I love, the man who I thought is not my real love. And, well, as it goes, the man that I despise is...
Rick, I have never disliked you. And I've been a very good father to Tony. I love her very deeply.
I feel more sorry for Tony right now than I do for myself. I don't know what I expected to get out of this. But I have nothing more to say to you. And whatever you have to say to me, it doesn't really make a difference. He's ready to go back. Let's go. Cruz, I've spent my entire life hating myself and the entire world until a couple of years ago, and now I feel like I'm back to square one.
Doesn't have to be that way, Ricky.
Cruz, you weren't the one that just found out you descended from a slime. You didn't find out that your girlfriend is off limits. And that you may be losing your father after you just got to know him again.
I can only try to imagine how it must feel, and I know I can't get close. All I mean is that Harlan Richards is no more your father now than he was before you found out about this, man. You know, it's just a biological accident. You're still my mom's baby, you're my kid brother, and you're Papa's favorite second son.
I don't want to have to tell him, Cruz.
It's not gonna change the way he feels about you.
Do you think he'd admit it anyway? God, Cruz, this is just so crazy. My whole life has been like this big puzzle with this one piece missing. You know, it made everything else not make any sense, but now it does. Maybe it's in the genes. After all, you did get Raphael's, and I got Harlan Richards.
And we both got our mothers.
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm mad at her, too. You know? I know I shouldn't be. She's gone through a lot. She's had to hold this secret in for a long time.
When are you gonna tell Tony?
When I get up the courage. I'm so afraid, Cruz, she's gonna hate me. I mean, imagine, you know, hey, babe, you didn't just lose a father, you didn't just lose a boyfriend, you gained a half-brother. Oh, damn, man.
Well, I feel bad for Rick. I mean, this plays into all his feelings about being an outsider.
Yeah, I know. I tried to let him know that it hasn't changed anything as far as I'm concerned. But,
I'm sure he didn't buy that. Not sure if you do either.
Of course I buy it. We have a relationship now for the first time in our lives, really. I mean, as adults. For years, he was off in Europe pretending that I didn't exist. As far as the family goes, my father was never really around anyway, so my mother has always held the group of us together, and that's still going on. So what has changed?
I hope Rick sees it that way.
And me too. It's going to take a while.
Kelly's pretending like I don't exist. She doesn't want to have anything to do with the family.
How's your father taking that?
Oh, he's really frightened about it. He doesn't want Kelly to cut him off out of her life, you know. He wants to bless the marriage, if that's going to work.
And what about you?
I have bad feelings, you know. I'm tired of the accusations and all of this. It makes me feel bad, but I have reservations about Robert. And I figured, fine, I'll just keep it to myself.
I think that's an excellent idea.
You're so quick to say I told you so.
Well, I didn't say that, but
yeah,
it is...
you wish I would just listen to you more,
I didn't... You know, it's up to you, babe.
Hey, welcome home.
Hi, that's my favorite mother-in-law in the world. How you doing?
Glad to see you.
It's good
I
to be
understand
back.
that you arrested Harlan. Do you think you can make it stick?
Yeah, we got him.
That's terrific. It sounds great.
Well, I'm going to get down to the yacht and do my penance. Would you care to join me this time?
Well, I think that I should, if you can spare me.
Of course. But I hope you don't expect that Kelly's going to come around immediately, because she may not.
No, I know. I was saying the same thing to Cece. She's angry, but it's going to take her a while to get over it. She will, but it's going to take her some time.
Well, I think we got to start somewhere.
Good luck. I'll be here when you get back.
I was certain you were after Kelly's money. My money. So I set a trap for you, hoping that you would fall into it. And Kelly would never find out about it. Eden and Sophia warned me about doing it, but I wouldn't listen. I was determined to go ahead with it. Well, as it turns out, I was wrong. Kelly did find out about it, you didn't run away, and I fell into my own damn trap.
Well, you caused Kelly some pretty miserable moments.
Yes, I did. For that, I'm deeply sorry.
I wish I had stayed out of it. I only made the situation worse, and it won't happen again.
Well, for some reason, she had the notion that you just couldn't stand the thought that I preferred her to you.
I have a lot of faults, but that isn't one of them. And I told her that she was wrong. And I'll tell you again, I only want what's best for her.
Well, I have what's best for me. And I got it without any help from my family. What are you doing back here?
I came to apologize. I did. To you, to Robert. To promise that we won't make any more trouble for you.
Well, you won't have the chance. I have thought about this, and I still don't want anything to do with you.
Kelly, you have to understand something. People make mistakes in life. We all do.
Mistake? This is more like a campaign against Kelly for her not to choose her own life. I've chosen Robert. There is nothing that you can say, Daddy, that is going to change that.
Kelly, obviously, this is your choice. But it is also obvious that your father and your sister love you very much in spite of everything.
What passes for love in my family, I see as manipulation.
We are coming to you and telling you how sorry we are that we've hurt you. Please forgive us.
I would be lying if I did. I don't believe your apology. I do not trust you. You may mean what you are saying here, but the second that it gets calm, you just be back to your tricks again. Now, I have learned not to expect change.
All right. How about making a deal? A small deal. You smell any kind of trick from us. You walk away for good. You walk out, we won't make any excuses. And how about a peace offering? You, have the wedding in the house the way you planned it. Your mother would love it that way.
See what I mean by manipulation? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to hurt Mama, but I am not having the wedding at the house. There's nothing that you can do that is going to change my mind.
Kelly? Are you listening to yourself? I mean, if anything, forgive Daddy. I mean, have the wedding. I don't have to be at the wedding. That is a problem for you.
Yes, and you won't be at the wedding, and neither will Daddy, and neither will anybody. Okay? Just go. Just go and don't come back.
Take some time for Kelly to forgive us, but I mean, some of the things that she said were really awful.
Well, Eden, she probably doesn't feel she has any choice but to say stuff like that because she doesn't think you and your father take her seriously.
No, I think you're wrong. I think we do.
Well,
I forget it. I don't want to argue about it.
I don't either.
What's that?
It's enough from my mother. She and Rick took the kids over to her house for a little while.
Well, I'm glad Rick's with the kids. Kids are crazy about him.
Yeah, well, he just needs to be somewhere where he can figure out what he's going to say to Tawny. I sure don't know what I'd be saying in his shoes. I mean, after the way the two of those people have felt about each other, how are they going to adjust to this?
I don't know. Our family's definitely going through some changes.
Sit down.
That's what I do best.
Sit?
Sitting.
That's not what you do best. The thing about change is, unless you're the person who's instigating it, it almost always feels like something is being taken away from you that you're not ready to give up.
No, I feel that way with the kids. They're growing up so fast. We're losing our babies.
Well, we may just have to do something about that, you know?
Oh, have you been giving this some thought?
A fair amount.
Oh, really?
You?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to go upstairs and think about
actually,
it?
no. I want to talk to you about something else. I was thinking that I kind of understand why Kelly thinks that I'm such a pest. When you get what you want in life, when you get what you need, it's really good. And I want her to have everything. I want her to know that joy. And there's a part of me that feels that she thinks she's not worth it. That makes me really angry.
But what can you do about it? You can't change that, There's nothing to be done. She has to figure it out for herself. She has to feel worthy herself. You can't change her.
No, I just don't know what I would have done without you. You've given me a life that most people only dream about.
Well, I think we've given that to each other. And I think we're going to keep on giving it.
Come on, we need to talk.
Talking's overrated.
And this is serious.
Serious when I make love to you.
No, I'm talking about your father and your sister.
I'm trying to put my father and my sister out of my mind.
Look, it seemed to me that they were being very sincere, trying to apologize and saying that they would back off.
Trust me, they weren't.
Look, you come from a very close family. Now, I know, even though you may not right now, that you love them very much.
I may love them, but sometimes loving them isn't enough.
I'm completely alone in the world, except for you. So I can't offer you any substitute family for them. I think you're going to be very lonely without them, and that really worries me. And I can't stand the thought that I'm the one who's responsible for...
Robert, no, you're not. I don't know if I want to forgive them for all the conniving and meddling. They almost broke us up here.
Yeah, but they didn't. And in fact, we're stronger than we ever were. All I'm asking is that you just consider the possibility of forgiving them.
All right, Robert. I will consider the possibility.